Hey everybody, welcome to the lab walkthrough for the Investigating Properties of Different Compounds lab. So the objective of this lab is that you'll be given three different unknown substances, and your job is to determine which one of them is an ionic compound and even which one is a covalent and metallic bond, even if we haven't gotten there yet. So you have a bunch of background information that is there to help you, and it goes over different properties you're going to be looking at later on in this lab, so solubility and conductivity. And today's procedure is going to be a little more in-depth. We'll be able to do 4 different tests on your mystery substances to figure out what they are. So for each test, you have a little checkbox. So as you progress through it, give it a little check that you are going through it. Your first test will be to literally just look at your different samples and to write down any observations and distinguishing characteristics your pieces have. Next, you're going to conduct the test 2 to see whether or not that conducts electricity in the solid state. So what you're going to see at your lab station is a little metal tray labeled A and a little metal tray labeled B. What you're going to do is pour those contents into its corresponding plastic cup. So metal tray A will get poured into plastic cup A. Metal tray B will get poured into plastic cup B. And then mystery substance C can just be left on the table. And you'll use your conductivity meter to test whether or not it conducts electricity. So your job is to use a conductivity meter. It will either look like this or look like a handmade one that looks like that. Either way, it has 2 metal tips. You will put both metal tips into the object. If the little light bulb turns on, it conducts electricity. If the light bulb does not turn on, it does not. Now just note, do not touch the electrodes to each other. Okay, test number 3 is solubility. And now that each of your substances are inside the plastic cups, we're going to add some water. So each lab station has 2 syringes of water. Uncap one of those syringes and slowly add it to cup A. Put the cap back on so we don't lose it. Then open up the other syringe, put that in cup B. You'll be given a stirring rod, so stir vigorously both cups and see what happens. If it dissolves, write that down. If it does not dissolve, write that down, but make sure you are constantly stirring it. Before you use the stirring rod in the next cup, just dry it off with a piece of paper towel so you're not contaminating your solutions. Mystery Substance C does not have its own cup. You'll just take Mystery Substance C and just drop it in either cup and see what happens. Again, look to see what happens and record all of your data in the data table. Last test is conductivity in an aqueous state. So if your object was able to dissolve, you're then able to move on to test number 4 with it and use again the conductivity meter. You'll put both probes into the solution. If the light bulb turns on, write that down. If the light bulb does not turn on, write that down. Everything you're doing, you are writing down and recording in the table. Once you have all those observations, you'll be able to draw some conclusions and answer those questions. Again, with that, all of your observations will be a yes or no answer will go into your data table. Now, at this point, it is time to clean up. Cleaning up is super important in this lab. So all of the aqueous solutions in the plastic cups that you made, pour just the liquid down the drains. Keep the plastic cup at your lab station. Keep the conductivity meter at your lab station. And keep the metal strip, that mystery substance C, at your lab station. You are going to return the little metal trays to your teacher up front, and you're going to return both syringes with the caps on to your teacher up front. All of your station must be completely clean by the time you are ready to move on to the questions. You have 2 questions here. One question is based on this picture and gives you a nice background in the question itself. And then that last question is based on the background info and what you know about chemistry. See if you can figure out which one of these is an ionic bond. So which one of the mystery substances has ionic bonds in it. And then use process of elimination to figure out which one would probably have covalent and which one would have metallic. The other 2 bonds yet, which you may or may not have covered yet in your class. That is it for this lab. Pretty hands-on. There's a lot of fun things to do, but you have to make sure that you are moving at a fast pace, but also make sure you are being accurate with what you are doing. That is it. Enjoy the lab. Bye.